Yeah, it is an interesting dynamic, and I think a lot of companies now, they've put systems in place as well to make sure that the agent is asking the right questions of the seller to then pass that information on to the purchaser. Like disclosure obligations about weather tightness and structural integrity and, all of that kind of stuff. And so I think like you said, since the Act, the industry has come a long way to rebuilding that trust. Interesting that you touched on this idea that, overseas you often have a different system where you have an agent who represents the seller and an agent who represents the buyer. They're both paid separately by each party. Do you think we could have that in New Zealand or should have that in New Zealand?
Yeah, there is a little bit of it in New Zealand, but it's not prevalent. And it's fascinating because, and I've had this discussion recently with someone who's kind of going, is there a gap in the market for it? I'm not convinced that there is per se.